Well. Welcome back to the little thing we call the Circus of Safety, where Des, Andy, and myself look to try and take you on a wee little journey through the immersive world of safety. I tell you what, I can come up with some rubbish, eh? Welcome back, gentlemen. How are we today?
Doing very good, thank you very much.
Very well, thank you.
Actually, I just want to say, Des, you're looking very, you're looking good, mate. You're looking bright. You're looking fluffy. It's like the world's a happy place for you right now, mate. That's awesome.
Flattery will get you a very long way, my friend.
Andy,
do we have any spare mugs? I'm not sure. Do we?
Wow. Oh, there's a spare mug there. Is that what Andy's trying to pull up? Who's that for? Is that for me, Andy? Oh, mate, is that for me?
No, unfortunately, it's for someone that I'm working with today.
What? We're working with each other right now.
Yeah, but this is voluntary work. That's pay the mortgage work.
Oh, mate.
This is like charity work working with you.
What a great charity it is. Hey, listen, gentlemen, just a couple of thank yous. Again, just a big shout out to my mates at Sign On Site for powering me today. So while I may not have any cool merch from the Circus Safety, I am sporting a wicked wee little MacBook thanks to Sign On Site. So big shout out to the team there. Hopefully you're tuning in and have a look at what they have to offer. Now, guys, just a quick reminder, because I know it's been 2 weeks since our last show. Something super exciting coming up in March, I believe it is. How excited are we?
Very
excited.
If people aren't aware, probably should let them know what's coming up. We are going to be hosting, alongside Brightstar, the National Health and Safety Leaders Summit in Auckland, 19th to 20th of March at the Ellerslie event. It's shaping up to be a cracker event, boys. We've gone through and we've had a real good look and nosy at the lineup. We're starting to make our notes, and it's definitely lining up to be a great event.
Looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Is there any special incentives for listeners?
Well, Des, mate, I tell you what, it's almost like you could sell Ginsu knives, mate. So at the end of the show, and for those sharp-eyed eagle viewers, will notice that we send out a newsletter after each show, and there's been a little incentive released, and we'll bring that up at the end of the show. So we've got a real cool incentive thanks to Brightstar for the National Health and Safety Leaders Summit in March in Auckland. So stay tuned, and at the end of the show, we'll again announce that great incentive as to what it is, and also, more importantly, how to get it. Hey, Andy, mate, I don't know why I bother asking this, mate. You been up to much in the last couple of weeks with this consulting gig thing you're trying to pretend you do?
Absolutely. I just keep thanking my lucky stars about the fabulous clients that I'm working with at the moment. They are absolutely excellent.
Working's a loose term, mate.
Loving working with them.
A loose term.
Right at the moment, actually, I'm at the very start of day 2 of a 2-day ICAM course for the EMA. So I'm down at the EMA in Hamilton today, and it's great to catch up with some people that I'd trained previously. One of which, a gentleman by the name of Graham, who was one of my first NEBOSH students many years ago.
Wow.
Basically, I taught him everything he needs to know about safety.
Hey, Graham, welcome to the show. Hopefully he's listening, right?
Yeah, and he's a big fan of the show, he said. And one of the things that he mentioned was that he didn't believe that the spinning wheel of death was real. He genuinely believed that it's rigged.
So what? He reckons that we I don't know what, pre-record this or something? What is it? Just walk me through that.
He reckons we know what's coming up on the wheel, so we can prepare in minute detail and script what we need to say. And I tried to persuade him that this was absolutely not true whatsoever. But basically, he could not believe our depth of knowledge on such a variety of subjects.
Well, I guess if you take it that way, that's why Des is the anchor of the show, right? Depth of knowledge.
That's a scary thought.
So this fella Graham, he thinks that we actually study and do a bunch of work before we go live.
Yeah, he does. He
Does this
genuinely
guy
does.
even know you? Like,
Yeah, we haven't. The last time we caught up with each other was about 10 years. It was when, in fact, I was teaching that course when we found out that Oliver, my son, and our safety advisor, was going to be an Oliver, not a Julie.
oh wow, awesome. Okay, well, listen, hopefully Graham's watching it, and I think if he doesn't believe us, mate, I think we should get him on the show and see how he goes with a wee little spin of the wheel.
I offered him the opportunity, but he declined.
Don't they all? Hey, talking about Oliver, mate, how is our trainee advisor going?
He's not with us today, of course. He's on his day one of his health and safety reps training today.
Great foundation course, right? Even for an advisor, I think, to understand how it is to be, what it is to be an HSR, right? So no,
absolutely.
That's great.
So we'll try and get him on the next show to see how he felt the course went. And you're never too young to start in safety.
No, mate. Safety starts the moment you come. The moment you're in the womb, actually. And then boom, it's into the real world.
You could make a case that safety ends just prior to that.
True. True. Okay, we'll move on. Des, before we get carried away and go into a very, very dark place, mate. Hey, can we get our wee little disclaimer up and running, mate?
Certainly can, and I've been thinking the past couple of weeks. Disclaimers. There's a bit of disclaimer in all of us. It's a part of who we are, and a lot of people may not claim to be into disclaiming. Much like the way people might not claim to be into astrology, but you ask someone what their star sign is, and everyone knows. Everyone can answer straight away.
I'm Aquarius. I'm Aquarian.
You're in luck today because I'm going to do the disclaimer in the style of a horoscope reading.
Whoa.
And I looked into whether our disclaiming stars were aligning today, and this is what I found. So we're currently, actually, I better cue the special disclaiming background and music. We're currently experiencing an alignment of Neptune and Jupiter, which means Mercury is in retrograde and Uranus is sending dark negative energy. Pisces, immerse yourself in the regular currents of safety exercises, while financial success rings like a non-stop cash register. Professional endeavors shine brightly, and your positive energy harmonizes the domestic sphere. Overseas ventures and property acquisitions beckon. Your lucky number is 7, and your lucky color is brown. Aquarius, embrace innovative safety solutions, leading the charge in professional realms. Your forward-thinking approach illuminates the safety landscape, ensuring progress on all fronts. Be open to the cosmic currents of knowledge and watch as your safety journey unfolds. Your lucky number is 53. Your lucky color is light brown. Sagittarius, your adventurous spirit carries you through the safety frontier. Academic pursuits propel you to the forefront, and overseas travels for safety insights are on the horizon. As the stars align, let the cosmic energies guide your safety endeavors. Your lucky number is 4, and your lucky color is baby poo brown. And listeners, while our podcast aligns with the cosmic currents, we are not astrologers of legal or safety constellations. Seek personalized safety guidance from earthly professionals to ensure your celestial safety journey is secure and informed.
Wow, Des, mate, that is next level. I actually still do wonder what you do for a living. That must take some time. Hey, now listen, Des, we've got to get a move on, buddy, because our mate below, Andy, apparently is working today. So let's get a move on, boys. Let's bring up the spinning wheel. Graham, this is for you, mate, because this is as real as it gets. Here we go. Safety slogans. If you don't know what those are, we're talking about things like, all those kind of punch phrases like zero harm and the like. So this is going to be a cracker. I think this is an interesting topic to talk about because they're all out there, right? Safety slogans. I mean, I guess I've had a conversation in the past with individuals around marketing, and marketing comes with slogans, and I guess safety's no different. Des, mate, one word to describe your shock, horror, or amusement with today's topic.
One word: eye roll.
Eye roll.
They're just painful. They're just painful. Safety
Yeah.
slogans are just painful.
Now I know you were talking before the show because that's the one thing we do. We have a pre-show meeting just to check that we're all actually turning up. We don't actually talk about the show. I just realised. But there were some topics on the wheel, Des, that you felt that you weren't really going to be able to contribute. Where do you think you sit on a scale of 1 to 10 on this one, mate?
I think I've got a bit to contribute on this one. It's more than 5, but I just feel like this topic has been hashed out on LinkedIn and public safety forums to death, and I don't know. I'm feeling a bit of fatigue about this topic, to be honest with you.
Well, then, thank goodness we're going to get it off the wheel, right? Because once it's gone for now. Maybe never to make it back. Andy, your thoughts on the topic of today, the safety, safety slogans?
Oh, I like them.
Of course you do. That's how you sell snake oil, right? The consultant you. Oh, check this out. Zero harm.
I like them. I just think like many things that people don't like, it's just misunderstood.
Oh, do you want to define it or something?
Well, that'd be useful.
Okay. Well, then let's break this down for you, then, Andy. So we want to define it. What do you want to define? Safety slogans, or do you want to define each slogan?
Well, safety would be a starting point.
Yeah, well, we can't do that because then actually people like you would be held to account, as in, you're selling snake oil. But if people actually defined what safety was, then we'd have a problem, right?
I guess it depends on what the expectation, what you're hoping to achieve by using a slogan.
Yeah.
I think if you're using a slogan to try and change the world, you're probably not going to achieve much. But to keep things at the front of people's minds, to raise awareness in the short term, these sorts of things work. We know because we're all victims of marketing. So it does work, but it's you're not going to change a whole culture in an organization by going from safety third to safety first. I mean, it's just not going to work.
Sounds like a car, right? Changing gears.
Yeah. Well, I think that they've got a place. I think they've certainly got a place.
No, awesome. Hey, so jumping into it, I guess there's, your understanding of safety slogans. What do you think? In your opinion, and you're entitled to yours because that's why we run this show, right? In your opinion, what is your understanding? What is your understanding of the purpose of them? What is your understanding what do you think they're trying to achieve? I guess.
I'm going to sound really cynical here, but I think it's virtue signaling nonsense.
Love it. Love it.
So tell us what you really think, Dad. Tell us what you really think.
Organizations are safety first and zero harms. It's like, okay, well, let's have a look. And you dig it just below surface level and you discover something radically different. And it's just nonsense. It's meaningless.
So what I'm picking up here, Des, from you, not that I want to use slogans, but actions speak louder than words. Is that what I'm getting from you?
Yeah. Yep. And that's if you're facing a prosecution, saying that you put safety first is not going to carry any weight. Actually doing it will carry weight. And yes, so actions definitely speak louder than words.
Well, I mean, I'd hate to combat slogans with another one, right? But there we go. Maybe that could be our safety slogan: actions speak louder than words. There we go, team. We've just created a safety slogan for what we fondly refer to as the safety of circus. And to be fair, though, like let's be fair. That is why and how we've ended up on this show, right? Actions speaking louder than words. We've spoken about this for some time, and we finally actually did it. Now, Andy, you, mate, what about you? Your understanding of it, your theory behind it. I mean, I know you obviously like it. Again, good way to sell snake oil, but give us a rundown. What are your thoughts on it?
I think, like I indicated before, I think used in the right context, there's no harm in it. I don't think there's any negative side to it. Safety first is often a term that's rolled out after an accident, usually by executives and senior managers. This has gone wrong, but we would like to assure everybody that we put the safety of our passengers or our customers or our workers first. When the evidence would be that perhaps they don't, and I would suggest that actually goes against best business practices, but we could debate that another time. But there's all sorts of different models around this. So one of them is around the idea of operating a business. It's a balance between productivity and protection. So if you focus entirely on safety, which is a protection piece, you won't make anything, therefore you go bankrupt. If you focus entirely on productivity, you don't do any safety, and therefore you kill people. So any business at any time is existing somewhere between those two axes. And if you're focusing more on productivity, you're likely more about accidents. If you're focusing more on protection, you're going to make less money. And if the objective of the business is to make money, we live in a free market economy, then there's always a tendency or a pull to make more money rather than to look after your people. And there's all sorts of other theories around that. But that's potentially where I think the safety first one sits. It's just really a lie.
You said there in that part that there was no harm in having a safety slogan, but there's been some work by Dr. Robert Long, a social psychologist based in Australia, and he actually said that sometimes those types of slogans, zero harms, ironically, that the actual use of that term is harm in itself.
Oh, sorry, boys.
How?
Got a bit just.
How, Des? How?
Got distracted vacuuming. Sorry, what were you rabbiting on about, Andy?
Well, no, Des has just disagreed with me, and I'm just asking him to clarify how a term like zero harm can cause accidents.
So his argument, and I'm probably not going to do his argument justice, but it basically is that having that as a slogan and a value or a principle that you're working towards actually creates an environment which is psychologically damaging to the people in it.
Okay, so immediately, we're talking here very clearly about a slogan. You've sort of expanded that a little bit, and I suggest the research would be that it becomes a value, which is way more than just a slogan.
But is that how people take it, right? So if somebody's dancing around, prating on about safety first and yada, 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 I guess it gets entrenched, right? And that's where Des is going with that, Andy. So, and that's the worry, right? People take a slogan and they take it too far. But before the band breaks up, because this looks like it's getting a little bit heated, albeit I'm vacuuming my floors because I've lost interest. But God, Keith, mate, hey, Keith Harvey, fan of the show, back in, throwing in the comments there. Big shout out to Keith Harvey. Keith has made a comment, Andy. You sound a bit like Woolworths at the moment with their rebranding. I think that's where he was going.
I thought he was going more along the mouse in the deli counter.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Well, there we go. Hey, but let's throw it out there, Andy. I mean, so we've harped on a little bit of the safety slogans with this zero harm one, right? And let's be fair, it's not the only safety slogan. It's just an example that we're using. Let's not bash one of them. Not that we like to on the show provide
we've been talking about safety first. We've been talking about safety first, not zero harm.
Oh, sorry. So clearly, I've not been. I've lost.
Get back to the vacuuming.
Yeah, Don, you've been rabbiting on about some nonsense. But let's bounce out a few. I'm away with the stars today, Des. Let's bounce out a few of them, right? How many have you? What are your favourite ones? So we got safety first, right? So there's a classic. I've been throwing out zero harm. Andy, any other safety slogans that you're aware of?
Not off the top of my head. If I'd had an opportunity to prepare for this, which of course we don't because we spin the wheel randomly, Graham, I would have prepared more. But I'm sure there are lots of them.
Mate,
But
I
the
just
two that stick
want
to
to
mind are safety first and zero harm. But I don't have a problem with either.
introduce you to the world of Google. Des, what about you, mate? Any favorites popping up for you? Anything other than zero harm and safety first?
No, the only ones that I can think of are just variations of the same thing. But I can say that, if we talk about safety slogans as values, I've also take issue with that because I don't believe that safety can be a value, because values are things that you do, and therefore they need to be a verb, and safety is not a verb.
So we don't do safety then?
Hmm?
We don't do safety.
Well, it depends on how you define safety, Andy. How do you define safety?
Okay, well, no, Des. Listen, Des. I totally. I tend to agree with you. I don't agree with Andy at all. You should take it out of your values, right? Because I mean, if you've got a it's something you've got to. We do apply the principles of safety, but it's not a. How do you do safety? That could be another topic for a whole another day, right? Before I jump onto some comments, Keith is going hard there in the old comments. It'd be great, anybody watching, if there's any of your favorite safety slogans that you love, maybe it's your current company safety slogan. We're not going to bash you. We provide a neutral perspective on them. But I've got a couple here which I just quickly chucked into my mate Google. And coming up here. So just bear with me as I rattle off a few safety slogans. Apparently the 20 popular safety slogans, it came from a result of 28,700,000 in a matter of 0.31 seconds, courtesy of Google. So 20 popular safety slogans. Safety is no accident.
That's clever.
Okay, well, there we go. Get the marketing people a pay rise for that one. Safety is no accident.
So let's just analyze that for a second. What do you think the purpose of that? What do you think? I mean, I've heard that a few times. What do you think the purpose of that is?
Well, I guess my opinion is, I think the intention behind that slogan is that you've got to be intentional with what you're doing. It doesn't just happen. Which I
think's a valuable message to get across.
Sounds like a meek attempt to define safety. Safety is no accident, so they're supporting injury rates as a measure.
Oh, I love it, Des. I mean, what are you going to do, Andy? Put it on a high vis and walk around with people saying safety is no accident? Just kind of putting it out there. Although that's possibly something you could wrap up and create a nice package with. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I think there's an organisation not a million miles from here that's their tagline, where safety is no accident. Safety is no accident.
Yeah, well, okay, we carry on. I've got another one. Here we go. This is a goodie. Never forget about safety. Crickets. I wish I'd had a button which I could have pushed. I need to upgrade my media software.
Say that one again. I don't understand it.
Never forget about safety.
Okay, I've remembered it now. Now what?
I've got another one. Best be safe today. This must be stuff that people have actually used. I can't, like some of these marketing people, maybe they
just reel through a few more. Let's keep this good.
Okay. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. Stand up for safety. Okay, no. Oh, we got the zero harm made the list. So there we go. This one this is a little bit like, like all those ads going around back in I don't know when they were, but relating to the army and recruitment. This is along those lines. We need you. Work safely.
Ah, nice.
No? Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, this is goody. This is goody.
I like that. I like that one. I like that one.
I'm saving my favorite for last. I'm saving my favorite one for last. So here we go. Here's another one. Prevention is better than cure.
Nice. Nice.
Yep, you like that one, Andy? Des is still a bit like on the fence on this one, eh? Des, I reckon.
On the fence.
I reckon
I
this
fell
one.
off the fence a bloody long time ago on slogans, mate. Don't worry about that.
But Michael
Michael
has just made an excellent comment, I think, and I would agree.
Oh, can I just finish? Can I just share my favorite one? Can I share my favorite one, and then you can applaud Michael all you like. Here we go. My favorite one, Des. I think even this one's gonna tickle your fancy. I think. Here we go. Safety is free. Use plenty of it.
Well, that's certainly not my tagline.
Email signature.
I'd be bankrupt in no time.
That is email signatures.
I'm going to track down some Panadols, mate. I got a headache. This is
no.
Safety is free. Use plenty of it.
I'd just like to put a disclaimer under that. If any of my clients are listening, that's absolutely not true, and there will be invoices on the way.
Okay, what has Michael got to say, Andy?
He says slogans can be a powerful thing if they're constructed properly. They can stay in people's minds and they will remember them. Beautiful. To be effective, though, the people who come up with these slogans need to walk the talk. I think it's more about actions than words in that case. Absolutely agree with Michael 100%. He's clearly a very articulate and intelligent man.
Okay, Andy. If you agree that slogans are powerful and effective in safety, give me an example of one that's been powerful and effective.
Back up the bus. I said slogans can be. You missed out the word. You're good at this, Des. You missed out an important word, which was can. You turned that into. You might as well said. You said slogans are always. I never said that. And you're the lawyer.
Well, just give me one example. Just one.
What?
Okay, gentlemen. Here we go. Who
just do it. There you go. Just do it.
All the topics. Break up the band. Who would?
Is that a safety slogan?
Oh, did you say safety? Well, no. Michael's comment was about slogans generally. So again, you're changing the conversation, Des. Good grief. So antagonistic.
Actually, I do want to share, because the other part of this is slogans and zero harm, and I just want to share a little anecdote, because in a previous project that I used to work in, there was the variation of zero harm, and everyone had to go on the training and learn about the zero harm and looking after your mates and all that sort of stuff. And I came out of that training. It was a good couple of hours, and we were drawing pictures of things that we want to go home to, and I thought, okay, well, after having done this training, the guy that gets his ladder out to change a light bulb in the corridor, what is he now doing different as a result of this training? And I couldn't answer that question. I had no idea what that guy would do any different.
Yeah. This is where we're sort of getting into the training and learning space. Is there a chance that he might do it differently?
Is there a chance he might do it?
What, after drawing pretty pictures of what he's going home?
Well, I mean, no, you don't belittle my occupation, Brenton. You know, you're upsetting me now. The drawing pictures isn't the means to an end. The drawing the pictures, I would hope, would have been a trigger to try and change some connections in the brain. So instead of just thinking, I've got to change this light bulb as quick as I can, it's like those ACC adverts at the moment on the TV. You know, who's going to wipe your bum when you fall off the ladder. It's just taking a second to stop and think about your actions. Now, if that training was set up like that, and you've put 1,000 people through it, even if 1 or 2 people start to take that on board and behave differently, that could make the world safer. The question would be, is that the most efficient way of improving safety? Because there's always a chance that you will improve safety, but it's trying to get the biggest leverage out of it, which is the question.
I'm going to put out there, we're possibly moving off topic. We're delving into the quality of training, I think. So that's what it's going to come down to, right, in that particular example. But back to the slogan. So Des, I think I know your answer on this, so I'm going to be interested to see what it actually is. Do you feel then, based on your current comments to date on the show, do you feel that safety slogans actually have a place in Safetyville at all? And if yes, love to understand why. And I guess if not, would be really good to sort of understand a little bit more about that as well.
I think for me, it's a pretty firm no, but if someone produced something, I would be open to the idea that it could work, but I've never seen it. And I'm very skeptical that it could ever happen.
So in your current place of work, because again, as Andy highlighted, what we're doing here is not considered work. This is voluntary, surprisingly. Again, well open to being paid. If anyone wishes to contribute to the financial success of the three of us, we're more than willing to take money in any way, shape, form that may come across. But in your current form of employment, do you have any safety slogans?
No, and in fact, I think it's fair to say there's probably a deliberate effort to not have any.
Cool. No. Hey, I believe that is aligning with our safety slogan of actions speak louder than words. Great work, Des. Big pass mark for you today. Andy, so again, I without being too, this is probably why Graham thinks that the show is kind of rigged, because we seem to, like, while the topics we don't know about, I think what is so beautiful about this, and I guess it's because we know each other so well, you're so predictable. So I think I know what's going to happen here. Andy, your opinion, safety slogans, do they have a place in Safetyville? Now, don't just tell me yes or no. Obviously, if it's a yes, I'd love to understand where you feel their places. And if you say no, again, I'd love to understand why you think so after your earlier comments, because that'll be hypocritical. That's not something consultants do, right? Consultants do not flip and flop. They're straight to the point.
Absolutely.
So what is your thoughts, Andy? Do safety slogans have a place in Safetyville?
Yes. And the reason is because it adds to the mix. And in order to, my belief, in order to get safety, whatever that is, to be operational in an organization, you've got to have engagement from people. And getting people to buy into an idea is, in its broadest sense, marketing. And slogans have been used incredibly successful in marketing for years and years and years. And in an organization, if we're trying to sell the concept of safety to people, then we should be embracing marketing strategies to do that. And slogans is part of that. Slogans isn't the answer, but slogans have got to be part of the answer.
And I guess maybe that's where Des feels so strongly against them, because I think so many people probably put them at the forefront of their plan, right? To change culture, to change safety. Oh, we'll come up with some cool, catchy slogan, and they hang everything off that slogan. And again, if we go, and then it just becomes a bit of a joke, right? Like, again, safety first. Oh, can I go spend money on this? Well, no, you can't. There's no budget for it. Well, then that straight away blows your whole slogan and marketing campaign out of the water. Really like this guy Keith. He's great, especially on today's show. He's just referencing some of the comments that I made, which Andy again referenced. Slogans are definitely about marketing, and I guess that's where I'm a little bit on the fence about it. I guess I'm a little bit unsure if they've got a place in Safetyville, only because I don't think any slogan has been done well, apart from our one, which we've just come up with. Actions speak louder than words. I'm not aware they've been done well. Like safety first, I think is. I think that it creates a whole lot of opportunity for contradiction by a business when we know the realities of the world are that people need to balance a range of things when making decisions, not just one part of them. I get my worry is slogans like zero harm create negative connotations, because I honestly don't believe you will have a world without harm. That is just
it's okay to aspire to that, though, isn't it?
Yeah, really? No, it's not, because then you're going to take the entire adventure tourism industry and throw it down the toilet, because that whole industry is based on putting people in harm's way. And when you think about things like mountain biking, don't tell me you can run a mountain biking company aspiring for zero harm. There's no way. There's absolutely
no it would depend on what you mean by aspire, but surely the alternative is to wish people get harmed, isn't it?
Well, no, you just don't have the slogan.
Aspire to some harm. I mean,
well, don't put it out there. Don't use it to hang your supposed safety performance off some kind of thing that is actually meaningless. Because you will never achieve zero harm in a mountain biking organization, as an example. Because people will come off their bikes, people will pull muscles, people will cut themselves. It's unrealistic.
Absolutely, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to stop those things from happening.
No one's disputing that.
Well,
that's not the conversation
means,
we're having now. The conversation we're having now is using it as a slogan to hang your performance off, really, right? So we're talking about safety slogans. We're not talking about safety aspirations. We're not talking about safety goals. We're talking about safety slogans.
Well, that goes back to what's the purpose of the slogan. So you can only judge the success of a slogan in the context that it's being used.
But if you walk into an organization, like we'll just keep picking on mountain biking companies here for a minute, and the first thing you see on the wall is zero harm, right? Really? I mean, really? I'm not disputing that. No, they don't want to. There's definitely no dispute that no company, regardless of what they're trying to or their intentions are around exposing people to harm or risk. I'm not disputing that they don't want people to get hurt. That's not what I'm saying. But to say that you're going to have you put that on the wall, it creates a connotation that no one's going to get hurt. And unfortunately, people look at those slogans and go, "Oh, cool! I'm not going to get hurt doing this activity." When the reality is, they could get incredibly hurt participating in certain activities. Wherever the expectation that people are never going to get hurt, I think is. So my worry is, Andy, this is my worry, that the safety slogan is taken out of context and used as a weapon, which is then misunderstood.
Absolutely, but I would say that because of that, and that's potential, I absolutely agree that could happen. But I don't think that's a reason for saying that, for effectively banning safety slogans.
Well, I did it.
No,
you
didn't, and I didn't, but one of the three of us did. One of the three of us would ban them tomorrow.
Listen, I just,
and that's what he said verbatim.
I don't disagree with these at all, but because the problem is people don't actually think about them, and I have, apart from our one, which is action speaker. We should patent that. Can we patent that? Can we make money off that somehow? Because I guess the challenge is the quality of safety slogans out there at the moment has been really pretty poor, right? And I guess that's what we're basing this off. There's been some great slogans out there by other companies promoting other things. But before we get carried away, we've got a couple of comments coming in. And before I jump to those, I'm a bit more of a fan. Remember back in the day when we used to go to the movies and it actually used to be a reel? Remember those old school days, guys? How they had a reel? And there was this theory that they would put a picture in every so many sections of the reel so that you had the subliminal message. I reckon we go that way with safety slogans. But anyway, Sarah.
Maybe we do.
Big fan of the show. Big fan of the show, Sarah. I think safety slogans and often the campaigns designed around them take time and energy away from what is important to the people. We should be investing our time in the people and creating those relationships so they gain the understanding and open the communication lines for better reporting and culture within the business we are part of. Absolutely brilliant.
Yep.
Absolutely
very
brilliant.
well put.
Well done, Sarah.
Well, I like what Sarah said there, but I don't think it's either or. I think safety slogans are part of that.
Wow. Okay. Well, you're entitled to your opinion, apparently. As I guess Leon would agree with you there, mate. You've got a friend there in Leon. Slogans just play a part in reminding people to be safe, and I guess that's what you're harping on about, right, Andy? I mean, I did get a bit distracted. I
guess if we take it back to the legal point, I mean, fundamentally, the principal point of the Act in New Zealand is zero harm.
No, it's
Okay.
not.
Well, we're not going to get into that topic because some of us
You've got to do everything you
apparently
can to
have
stop
to.
people getting hurt.
Some of us have to leave the show early.
Explicitly not that.
That's the principle,
Okay.
isn't it?
So, on that note, brilliant. I think the problem. Who would have thought this topic? We need more time, but we don't have it. We have to start to wrap up the show. This looks like it might have to stay on the wheel.
No, take it off.
Maybe
Take it off.
a special episode. But hey, listen. Yeah, sorry to shut you down. I know, Andy. You've got to jump off and head off and apparently do some real work. So, any kind of final comments from you before we wrap up?
Context. It's all about context.
Cool. Awesome. Des, any final words of wisdom from you, mate?
Just still waiting for a single example of one that's been effective. That's all.
Actions speak louder than words. Right?
I like it.
You heard it here first. Actions speak louder than words. I love it. Okay. Anyway, we'll carry on after Andy leaves, Des, and we'll just make the show all about us. Awesome. Hey, listen, just as we sort of wrap it up, obviously Andy's actually doing some real work, which is fantastic. Great to see. Anything exciting coming up for you, Des?
Well, I'm going to try something at work actually shortly because I've got a 2-year-old at home and we've got themed Band-Aids.
Cool.
You know, like your little zoo animals or your Barbie type Band-Aids.
Yeah. Love
and
them.
Injury reporting's gone up by 300% at home.
Wow.
And I just thought, what an improvement, you know?
Massive. Love it. I might try that as well. Can I steal that off you?
So I wonder if there's like Metallica Band-Aids or something like that we can shove out on the construction site and see if incident reporting jumps up.
Hey, Andy, can you get in touch with our merge people? We need Circus of Safety Band-Aids.
I love it.
That's what we need.
I'll see if I can do that.
Hook us up with some. Awesome. No, fantastic. That's sorry, I just can't get over this. Hey, listen, big shout out to a few people. Listen, Andy, if you need to jump off, you jump off. And
No. I'm staying till the end, mate.
Des and I can carry this on. Hey, listen, just a massive shout out. Listen, we're incredibly humbled by the uptake that this wee little thing we call a video cast is getting. And massive shout out and big thank you to Helen Tickner, who has recently joined the page. Helen, welcome. Hope you're tuning into the show. Can't wait to see your comments come flying through in the chat. Helen is based out of the Wellington region here in Aotearoa, so local lass, coming to us from New Zealand, and is currently the interim team lead for health and safety at Transit Group. So, Helen, big shout out. Welcome to the show. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you're getting what you were hoping to get out of it, which is pretty cool. Now, guys, we spoke about the only National Health and Safety Leaders Summit that we will be hosting coming up in the 19th, 20th of March in Ellerslie, Auckland. How excited again are we? Super excited I am.
Absolutely buzzing.
Me too.
Pretty cool. We actually did a planning session and we wrote some goals and aspirations for the wee little Circus of Safety, and this was one of them. And then, what do you know? The following week, the opportunity presented itself. So we're super excited about that. And thanks to Brightstar again for hosting the National Health Safety Leaders Summit in Auckland, 19th, 20th of March. Now, you might be thinking, listen, I was really keen to go. Unfortunately, I believe the early bird pricing has now finished. And you're like, just don't quite have that budget. Maybe I'll spend a bit too much on Andy's consulting, or maybe you've bought a few too many muffins for morning tea. But have we got a deal for you, gentlemen? Have we not?
We have indeed.
Let's hear it.
And what a deal it is. Thanks to Brightstar, we can get you $200 off your ticket. So $200 off your tickets to the National Health and Safety Leaders Summit in Auckland, 19th to 20th March. All you've got to do is pop on over to the website. And again, listen, if you're not sure where they're going to go, where to go to get that, or how to register, just head on, follow the QR code. So jump on. Sorry, Andy, to hide you there, mate. Jump on over. We just covered shop with a slogan. Jump on over, scan the QR code, head on over to the Bright Star website and register yourself for the National Health and Safety Leaders Summit, 19th to 20th of March in Ellerslie, Auckland. And when it comes to the payment screen, chuck in the code CIRCUS2. So that's IRCUS and the number 2. So head on over there, register to attend now. Don't wait, don't delay, because if it sells out, it's going to be like missing out on the Blink-182 concert that you never knew about. Please jump on over there, register, use the code CIRCUS2 to get yourself $200 off the entry price to the National Health and Safety Leaders Summit in March, 19th to 20th to be exact, in Auckland. There we go, team. What a show. What a cracker. Andy, you've got to head off to this work.
Awesome. Great show, guys.
Brilliant. Thanks, Des. Take care, and we'll talk soon.
See you soon.
See you next time.
See you, mate.